Okay, you can see here we're in Zapier, and what we've done is we've already set up our Google Sheets, and that's set up, and what we're doing is we're setting that up as a trigger for any new row or any new update to a row in Google Sheets. Now what we've done is we've come down here to Jasper, and we're going to connect that to Jasper, and it's probably going to want my API. So I go down and I click on Jasper, and it's looking for an event over here. So my event is I want to create some content. So I could run a template. I could run a command, summarize a lot of stuff, but I just want to create a post for our purposes. So I continue, and again, here is where I have to put in, this is just going through manually and doing it, but we're doing automated, so I have to look for some sort of action, and I'm going to be looking in my spreadsheet, and that's going to be the title. Okay. Next, I want to, where is this going to go? I've got tone, helpful, I've forced that in, but I could go off my spreadsheet, and I believe I have tone in there. And I want to do that because this is automated. So when I update things, tone will be in there. And then the intended audience here, it's forcing it, homeowners, this is dummy data, think of that. Our intended audience is coming right off our Google Sheets. Okay? And we want to continue. Now, you have to test. You could skip it if you've done this redundant or maybe copying things, but I always like to do tests in between. Sending post to Jasper. If my API is set up, I'll be open. Okay, so now you can see that I have anything that happens is going to go through this workflow. In other words, this is set up in Zapier, so the trigger is anything new or updated in a specific Google Sheets spreadsheet row. Then I'm going to take that trigger, it's going to go down here and create a blog post through Jasper, and you can find Jasper at Jasper.ai. And then that's going to flow down through here and create a Google document for me. Now, watch. That's all great, but what I want to do is I want to come through here and say, okay, this may be a review cycle, but eventually, where do I want? But say if I've already gone through and tuned my prompts, I may be going through multi-prompts, I've done AI engineering, and I've got clean data in my foundational model. Now I can go down here and actually create something. I want to go right to WordPress. And I can set this up again. I would probably do a post and then continue, and it may be asking me for API sign-in. But the beauty of this is now you've seen two things that I can do with this. I can go through here and now start sending things, creating new posts. But really, it seems like when we get employed, it's, we've got this website, it's been out there for 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, no updates, we don't know what's going on. So before we'll start with an audit, of course, but really to go and update stuff into WordPress through this model is pretty easy. Before you start, I always recommend putting in some sort of review cycle. We call it human in the loop. And that's it from here. So if you have any questions, just let us know and we'd be happy to help.